What to do? It's your man, Mr. O, with the info. Give me what you need to know, but you ain't here for me though. Well, in this video, we gonna go ahead and revisit an old talking point. You see, we're going today as far as displaying our sensuality and so-called sexuality in Western society. We have men and women out here doing the most. I mean, I'm not above reproach myself. I'm just talking about the loose behavior that we are seeing in display nowadays. In the media news right now, we have the passport bros being a good talking point. And with that talking point, a lot of media outlets are going around saying, why are all these melanated men, black men, colored men, Negro men, whatever you want to call them, why are they going to these post offices or they got long lines at Walgreens or Walmart trying to get pictures, making sure that all of their credentials is corrected, are actual ready to go, getting their money together, don't want to be broke. We have been told in this society everything under the sun. You're broke, you're shiftless, you don't build anything. Yeah, I heard that talking point from particular somebody. As I'm en route to get my passport and get up out of this country one day permanently, and if I do decide to become a dual citizen, this will probably be the second home. For real though. And these media outlets with ironically men speaking against it, I will get that to that in the video later. But we understand why a particular group of women might be upset that a particular group of men are leaving these shores of North America and spreading their wings and going off to the four corners of the earth. I mean, like we've been doing, what we're supposed to be doing. And they ask, I mean, after being told so many times about being disenfranchised, being locked up, having so many lovable liabilities walking around here, aka children. Oh, and the quote-unquote favorite line that they use every time: you must be part of the pride gang. Even though you might have a girl, baby mama, or even a wife. Still though. And not throwing shade to that community either. I mean, we are in a progressive society. There's no judgment here. As long as you don't judge me, I don't judge you. But into the video, I want to go ahead and discuss 5 reasons why passport bros is a thing and why the modern B-dub is nasty. A lot of legendary content creators in a particular space I will not mention but have respect for Had touched on this topic many times before. Salute to the OGs, Black Round 313, and GT. You know, y'all probably seen on World Star or if any other media outlet that you might have seen other crazy lascivious things on social media. We even have celebrities out here now doing celebrity things, making you people feel more comfortable to bear out your skeletons in your closet. First, baby batter on the face in public. I don't know if it's a running gag, maybe it's some fake cream, some cream cheese or something like that, but a lot of women, no matter the color, are walking around here today with baby batter on their face. Like they just got to doing a dope film scene from a Chad or a Tyrone. Gleefully, proudly walking in public, walking past strangers, recording it, acting like ain't nothing to be seen here. And I know y'all probably want to say it's probably young women out here not knowing what's going on. They want coach right, they want instructor right, but no. As a older millennial, 86 baby, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the crack. I have women around my age and even older doing the same thing. But we both have respect in society, really. I mean, if you want to go ahead and walk around like an adult film star, are you getting paid like one? I mean, are you really not thinking in the future that face recognition might be a thing? And if you do decide to bear fruit into this cesspool we call the world with your children, or like I said before, a lovable liability, you don't think one day it will go on to one of these search engines and look at videos one day and be like, oh, wow, look at mom. And probably me or my siblings walking in public on her face, not around her waist. But I digress. That's one topic. As a Chicagoan, like I said, millennial, I grew up in the 90s and the 2000s. All you seen on BET, MTV, and on our radio stations, you heard of our prodigal son, our golden child, the king of R&B. You know, a lot of children was made in them decades I just mentioned because of this man's songs and songwriting abilities. Okay. Ironically, not being nominated for numerous Grammys, writing songs for even legends like Michael Jackson, anybody. R. Kelly is forever remembered as a man that is a predator. I can't take that away. Tried one time. He had to stay in court. They found him not guilty. Gotta love the justice system. And in later years, he did some other things that I can't condone, but it is what it is. Even when I saw them while I was working at another job site and walked past him, Jocelyn and Deja. Even when I was trying to get like a autograph real quick or a picture of something, his scales, shout out to him, what. Even though he pushed a nigga away and said no picture, I kind of felt like, and I kind of said like, man, fuck you a little bit, but it is what it is. But still though, I knew something was gonna happen to this man, and not in a good way. And unfortunately, it did. And it transpired over the years with even surviving R. Kelly, even having women coming and saying he did all these things over the years. Adult women that could left against with their own free will, even with young women who was guided by their parents. But that's neither here nor there. That's another topic of another subject. But urinating. That's what R. Kelly is going down for. Like, really. And now we got one of the city girls who's dating P. Diddy, you know, in his little harem. Shout out to Diddy, who just had a baby recently with an Asian persuasion. And a lot of people are upset in the community with that. I mean, I ain't really heard too many black men say anything, and if they do, really. And to beat up, I already know. We got Young Miami basically saying she's a city girl, she do all this other stuff in her lyrics and her songs, but when it comes down to that billionaire ass nigga, she will always drop them draws. No questions asked. Baby on, you got baby on her. Really, quote unquote, say they even.
Where I left off at, Freaky Tales. Baby Batter, that was one thing. And like I said before, they out doing it in public, young and old. But another thing, the so-called Freaky Tales, Nasty Tales. It behooves me that we live in 2023 and the name Corinne Stephens still rings bells to this day. Like, really? She kicked it off back in the 2000s, you know, name dropping, dry snitching, all the sex cocaine she had with rappers and athletes, and made a quite big bag. And not only a bag, but a cultural impact. And I find it crazy that, and she's the poster child for what is going on right now. You know, since Corinne Stephens, and I seen the Mr. Marcus video from back in the day in my youth, so I know why they call it Superhead. Yeah. And even a younger guy decided to go ahead and put his seed into her, thinking that was a good thing. But we'll talk about that in another time once that goes south. We know it is. Kylie Williams from a group called 3LW. Now, my Gen Z brethren and sisterin might not know who 3LW was. Just picture a low budget Destiny's Child with Adrienne Bailon from The Real, Naturi Naughton from the Power fame, you know, the one played Tasha, the Lil' Kim and Notorious. There was a third one, the Michelle of the group, the one that don't get mentioned at all like that. And just like in Destiny's Child, Beyonce, Kelly Rowland always mentioned one probably more than the other, but yeah, Michelle doesn't get mentioned at all, and probably for good reasons why. In retrospect, like Kylie, you had one shot to be remembered as one of the premier group members. There's a reason why people remember Diana Ross and not the rest of the Supremes in the same league. You want to go down and have everybody know that not one, not two, but three members of B2K ran a train on me. I mean, there at least Omarion hit. I mean, he was the star of the group. Don't let me find out that you let the rest of the Temptations hit, but not Otis, or not even David. But they actually going around here and just basically dropping all the so-called tea of what they did back then, think it's going to reestablish a buzz, like going on reality shows. They're trying to get post-stardom back again, and pretty much nobody really listens to R&B like that unless your name Johnny equal SZA or her. Cease to amaze me, the B-Dub in America. Rightfully so, though. Rightfully so. But to go and drop it on the podcast and say that, it just leads up into this fourth point. You know, after the baby batter, urination, doing the R. Kelly thing. Even now telling they sescapades like having trains run on. And it's not even just a young thing, mind you. We have Womyn by the name of AJ Johnson that played Shireen on House Party. Jody's mama and baby boy in real time, real life, said she had to get a train ran on her for 50th birthday. And saying like it was just nothing. I know, ladies, y'all can do it too, because men do it too, but really. Also, to lead to the fourth point, with all that going on, it leads down to the ABs. Now, my passport bros, they have this thing called lineage they want to go extend, because only legends leave legacies. That's another topic for another video, but men want to be fathers. And unfortunately, 51% middle class, upperly mobile black men are not getting the treatment or even seeing the prospects of want to start a nuclear family, because we can't. For some reason, even we check all the boxes, do everything proverbial right, going for society's sake, even for the community's sake, for some reason, these men are childless, and some of them call them incels. Let's say they do even have game, quote unquote. Let's say they got all their ducks in a row. They still gotta go through the same bullshit, right? So, with the ABs even being promoted in the so-called black spaces, we have a particular content creator that even got invited to go to Fox Soul. To go on Fox Soul after basically being on other content platforms saying the deletion of particular melanated boys should be on the menu. Even find so hard going Capitol Hill, even basically cursing everybody in the name of God to get these so-called sexual preventive measures. This is the best sexual contraceptive that is on the market, besides the other 27 forms of contraceptives that a particular gender has, versus possible 2 for another gender. But the ABs in a particular community, ever since the advent of all these sexual leeways during the sexual revolutions, beginning with a one generation of the boomers in 1973. So we got 50 years of 1,000 abortions a day. And you wonder why you cannot find a fucking mate. And with the ABs, even some dudes out here, ne'er-do-wells that even profit, even trying to fund for this because they don't want to go and take on responsibilities who they lay with. Yeah, shame on y'all too. But at the same time, though, let's stay on topic. The AB basically depleted us all resources, job opportunities, because we delete majority of the ones that might have started them businesses. You know how us people in the community are like, nobody want to give back. They take their money and run. What we gonna invest into? And that leads down to my fifth and last point. After walking around in public with baby batter on your face, after proclaiming to get the Will R. Kelly treatment of being urinated on, to the fact of saying all the serious hedonistic things out of your mouth through your nasty tails, and then you promote the so-called safest form of birth control, which is the AB, and you get mad at passport bros for not go ahead and spending their money trying to help the so-called community and want to go travel 4 corners of the earth, trying to so-called sex tourism, or not just being themselves and want to go ahead and look for a wife. Here in the United States, a woman will tell you, a good dude, or even not even a good dude, a working dude, or a dude that has got back into the so-called thriller things or lifestyle of being a civilian, they'll tell you that you're too boring if you don't want to go ahead and do reckless activities with no accountability, no responsibility, all the way up to the age of 30 when their biological clock starts ticking. Now, them same men that they ridicule, call lame, and all that good stuff, after probably being with older dudes, being with chads, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, their favorite thuggo, they want to come to you and tell you they still want to be white. And not even in a traditional sense. You know, they ain't gonna do the same things that Big Mom and them did before, prior to the 1950s, to go ahead and get a husband. Oh, no. No, they are progressive modern women, but they want you to be a traditional man like the ones from the 50s. Well, none of the patriarchy, none of the so-called having full control of the household, being head of it. You know what I'm saying? Probably instilling some good reason, instructions, and morals into that household. No. They want you to be a concubserve. Shout out to Dr. Tia Son Johnson, Gigi, you know, Green Gorilla, and all the rest of y'all for pointing that out. Yeah. Y'all really want a concubserve. A working mule. For the pleasures of browbeating, downtrodden man till he basically becomes a nub of his former self. Then once he's done, just like the rest of the system, you toss him to the side, drain him of all his resources, and he'll probably go in the corner and die. Preferably die alone, right? But you don't want us to go ahead and use this little book with our little picture on it, try the 4 corners of earth and get probably something of a better treatment. No. Even if we decide to stay here, ain't that many men to go around to go ahead and get wiped up. And we have seen the numbers, and we witnessed out here in observational reality of the so-called interracial dating. Yes, I see B-dubs with other races of men, but guess what? They not in big in numbers. And I'm not trying to bash y'all. Hell, I'm even trying to help y'all. If y'all going to swirl, divest, do it tastefully. Actually get a man that's worth a damn. And don't even complain about it. Don't end up on the 9 o'clock news like y'all did last year with all these so-called deletions, but we out here doing y'all dirty every 5.5 hours. You know the real reason, and the 5 reasons I just gave you why passport bros is a thing now, and a lot of people in the black community are upset because y'all don't have the chains nor the ball and chain might add you to keep us bearing down no more. And it's your man, Mr. O, with the info, giving you what you need to know. But you ain't here for me, though. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you enjoy the content and want to donate to my channel, you could please sock it to my pocket at $MISTERO70, all cap or no cap on Cash App. And I'll holler at you later.